Hold up. I just realized my stream went down. Hold on. Let me make sure everything's working well. There we go. It just reconnect. I don't know why I'm having so much internet problems though. Hopefully everything's good. Let me actually check on, see if I'm live or not.
Fishy said hi.
There we go. Yeah, it just went down. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice that it went down, that it went off. I just looked to the side and I'm like, everybody's too quiet. And then I looked at it and it said dismissed. I was talking too much. I was talking too much about video games.
Reality said finally. Reality said another stream.
Yeah, man, it kind of cut off on me and then it reconnected, so. God knows how long I was talking to myself when I realized that there was no one listening to me. I was like, whoa, wait, why is everybody so quiet? And I looked to the side and then I saw that the stream had disconnected.
Reality said I hate when that happens. 0_0. Fishy said, bro, I played Badminton Lego on Xbox 360. It was pretty fun.
You know what? I never got into the Lego games. I did, however, I did get into I have two nephews. So my youngest nephew, he got me into Minecraft on PlayStation. He didn't have anyone to play with.
What did you talk about during that time?
I was talking about the evolution of video games. That's what I was talking about. How games are gonna look realistic with within 50, 100 years. We're not gonna be able to tell the difference between what's reality and what's games. At that point, that's kind of like where we're moving with video games.
Reality said LMAO.
Yeah, I was going in, bro. Talking about video games and everything like that. But yeah, like one of the games that I did get into, my nephew got me into, was Minecraft. And I tried to do, it was pretty cool because it was cross-play.
Reality said I am reality and games are games.
Yeah, man. It's pretty funny, dude. This is why I like the live aspect of basically playing games and just talking to people and connecting with people, because you can talk about anything. That's what's so cool about this, man. I forgot who I was talking to, which one of my subscribers I was talking to. We were even talking about aliens and Bigfoot and so, I like to talk about anything, man. And that's why I like the whole live thing. It's about the engagement and talking to people and getting to know people from all over the world, walks of life. It's just sick, man. I love it, man. And today we're talking about video games. Who knows what we'll talk about tomorrow? You never know.
Reality said no. OL ever talked about paranormal stuff.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. I watch this YouTuber called Casper Site, and he basically reacts to like ghost videos and all that stuff. And I loved all that stuff, man. I used to watch this TV show called Ancient Aliens. That was pretty sick. That it's a good way to find out about history, but a different perspective, a different idea on it. And it's crazy. It's just crazy getting into all that stuff. I actually, I don't know how many years ago, I actually was trying to make my own game with the Unity tool because I know they have Unreal Engine.
Reality. Said they will on Discovery Channel, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's either the Discovery Channel or it's the History Channel. It's one of those. But it's a cool like the way they think about things, the way they explain it, the crazy stories that they have. Like it's just nuts. It's very interesting
Reality.
to get into all
Or
that.
maybe the HTV-18.
Yeah, I don't know where. Like I would have to look to see, but I definitely know it's a TV show. I think what's another one that I got into? I got into one that was called Alone, which was basically they leave you in these like national parks or like somewhere in a very forested area, like somewhere in Canada or in between the borders, and they leave you there to see how long you can survive by yourself. You know, that was another interesting show that I got into, and
Reality. Said there. It for all latest history TV-18.
oh okay, yeah, dude, all those things are interesting to me, man. So like God forbid you ever end up out in the wild, and it's just good to know how people survive and how you would survive in a situation like that. So I get into all that stuff, man. I like watching all those things.
Fishy. Said WTF girl I bought her car and I got sent to the moon. Reality. Said yeah, spending overnight at haunted places / abandoned places, etc. Fishy.
I didn't see it. I didn't
Said
see
to
that.
asterisk.
Oh man, yeah, when I was young, I used to do that. I was maybe in my teens, 13, 14, and we used to go into abandoned factories, abandoned hospitals. One time it was I think I told the story in one of the streams, but
Said what a cool bitch.
we ended up going to this abandoned hospital, and it was real creepy, bro. Real creepy. First, we had to get in. I don't condone this. Don't do this. I was kind of reckless when I was young, and it was gated up. And my friends, we were wild, when we were young, and we had like gate cutters. One of my friends got it from his dad, so we cut a hole in the gate, went through it. All the doors were locked, and so we couldn't get in. So we were like, oh, that's it. That's the end of the adventure. And we're looking around the building and nothing's happening, and we're about to leave. And when we come back to where we made the hole in the gate, which was in the front doorway of the hospital, the door was open. So we start creeping out. We start like acting weird. We're like, yo, what's going on here? Who opened this door? The first thoughts, we didn't even think about ghosts or anything. We thought about like maybe a homeless person, a squatter is here. Like we thought of real life things. And then everybody's like, well, are we gonna go in or what are we gonna do? And it was a lot of us. It was about like 10 of us, and we were like, yeah, let's go in, man. We were ready. We had flashlights, we had
Said
batteries,
introvert meet with 0 real life.
we had
Friends,
snacks.
20 friends. John's Ford.
Dude, it was funny. It was like I don't know if you ever seen this movie. You guys are young, so probably not, but there's a movie called The Goonies, and in The Goonies is basically about that. It's young kids just going in adventures and things like that. So I grew up watching those kinds of movies, and I guess that's what kind of made that whole thing adventure. Going into something new, kind of thing. That's where it came from. And I used to do that all the time, man, with my friends. You know, that used to be, video games wasn't the thing that we used to do. We used to just go outside and adventure things, you know, like always find things to do. And it was pretty fun. It was scary at times, man. Definitely scary at times. But that was the whole point of it. You know, that's the whole point of an adventure, just going into places, discovering it, explore, you know? And yeah.
Reality. Said you know the Stanley Hotel. Most haunted hotel in USA.
Yeah, man, it's creepy. It's like, I've never done it, like where I go to like a known haunted spot and then like investigate like that, you know, because you need a couple of different tools at least to record audio and things like that. The flashlights, obviously you need permission to. Some of these places are like, they're abandoned, but someone owns them, you know. But yeah, man, I find all that stuff kind of cool. You know, it's pretty interesting to see all those things. It's a very different thing when you're sitting back and you're watching it. But the you know, the adrenaline and the excitement you get while you're there in the places, it's totally different. It's totally different from sitting there and watching somebody do it, you know. It still looks creepy as hell though, depending on how they filming it. Yeah, it could look creepy as hell. And as old as I am, and as tough as I think I am, I probably wouldn't do something by myself. That's just crazy. You know how you see some of these people, they go in totally alone and they have the flashlights, they have the lights, they have, you know, I forgot the name of the Russian guy that he actually brings a shotgun. He brings a shotgun with him to his investigation. I think he shot it a couple of times in his videos. It's pretty funny, man. But it's pretty nuts, man. It's pretty nuts.
Fishy. Said you are talking about haunted things and my brother next to me is moving
Yeah, man. It's kind of creepy, dude. It's kind of creepy. We could change the subject. Talk about cars, talk about different ideas for designs. Or even talk about different tricks that we can do on tracks.
Reality. Said there's one hotel called Queen Anne Hotel.
I never heard of that place. Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of people say this world is small, and it kind of is once you start getting around it, but in reality, it's a big place, too.
Reality. Said so there's one room in that hotel and it's haunted by a good spirit. It's infamous, you can't try going there alone. Reality. Said cause you know it's safe.
Yeah, it's, you know what's crazy is that most people never get to experience any of those things. So that's where I think that whole line of division is, where some people believe and some people don't till something actually happens to them. Like I didn't believe in UFOs until I started seeing them. You know, like I thought UFOs were fake. I was like, people that talked about them were like crazy. I was like, they're just nuts. And once I finally saw them, I was like, oh man, okay, so God knows what else is out there that we just don't know, and it's just very, very few experience it, and you know, the majority doesn't experience it, so that, you know, they're labeled as crazy. They're like, going out, that guy's a whack job, get away from him. But you know, who knows how many mysterious, crazy things are out there in the world, man. Especially underwater. We've never really studied the ocean that much.
The channel's name is Sam and Colby.
We know more about space than we do, you know, our own ocean, which I think is kind of crazy. The space is vast, the space is huge, and it's like, how do we know more about our space than we do our ocean? To me, that's mind blowing to me every time I think about that.
Reality said there's no haunted place near my house. ID if I should be happy or sad that I can't go to explore LOL.
Yeah, especially now how things are now, but definitely it's a cool different experience, man. I mean, even if things are not haunted, even if you don't find nothing crazy, if the place is abandoned, it's old and it's broken down and it's creepy, even that itself is kind of, you get that weird rush of just being somewhere that few people have been to, and you don't know what you're gonna find. That's the whole adventure of it. That's the whole exploring something that you don't know what's gonna be on the other side. And also, our imaginations play tricks on us too, and especially if you watch a lot of, like me, I watch a lot of horror stuff, a lot of mysterious, cryptic creatures type things, and when you go to these places, that's like where your mind drifts off to, like, like, what am I gonna find in here, like, it's, it's one of those things.
Reality said it. There's not even an abandoned place. If something gets abandoned, something else builds it there. Like a mall gets abandoned, another mall or local shops start there. Fishy said bye.
All right, man. Thank you for joining in, Fishy. I appreciate you being in the stream, bro. I'm starting to get the hang of this car now. But yeah, definitely that's something I gotta work on. The whole Discord thing, setting everything up, setting up different rooms, because I know you can have different rooms in there within the Discord. You can have different sections of it. So that's what I gotta figure out, how to set all those things up. Because you kind of want to do that too, depending on the game. Sometimes there might be a different game. Like we can have the carx, but then we're gonna have to need one when carx 3 comes out too. So people that have both, they'll know what we're playing, which one we're playing on, and things like that. I think Fishy, we scared Fishy off, or we scared his brother, his probably younger little brother. Talking about ghosts and things like that. I like talking about everything, man.
Reality said people can set up their own category section. According to the games they played, they can see those channels only.
Yeah, when I first started this channel, I was playing everything. Like I was playing, I even had like little themes for the different days that I was gonna do, like roguelike game, horror game. Yeah, I mean, some people really get scared of that stuff, man. They really, they don't like it. It's kind of like the people that are like really terrified. They got the trauma of like clowns or snakes or anything like that. And talking about things like that could probably put a lot of people off. They'll be like, "Oh, no, I'm getting out of here." If you start talking about spiders and someone's got like a thing for spiders and they start feeling like they crawling on them, like, "Oh, now I'm getting out of here." It's starting to get too crazy.
Reality
yeah, man.
said we can set up self roles for that, so when someone joins, they can get the roles they want, and other unwanted stuff they won't be able to see cause it's none of their business. LOL.
Yeah, that's why they gotta figure out how to get somewhere where it's gonna be a nice community building up, and it could be just about, you know, either car games or any other type of game.
Reality. Said we're for the people. We can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's just a thing. It just happens. People develop those things out of, you know, different experiences within their lives where they experience something. Or some people just, who knows if they're just born with it, you know? Okay, I'm getting kind of used to this car in sixth gear. I kind of messed that line up.
Reality. Said yes. We can't do anything about it, which is not good.
Yeah, man. That's how it is sometimes. But me, see, I like talking about all kind of things. Like, I find it interesting to talk about anything, you know? And when I did start this channel, was basically, which I'll probably still get into, just playing different games. I'm a big fan of, like, the horror stuff, and I have already a couple of horror games on here. I finished one. I finished the old Outlast one. And I'm supposed to be playing part 2. But people, like, the channel kind of turned towards, like, a drifting channel. Kind of like because of the people that come in. You know, they like it, they support it. And I don't mind. I love drifting. So that's kind of why it turned into this.
Reality. Said you can't try pacify. It's trending.
Yeah, I forgot which ones. There was another one that was like, I forgot the name though. But I think that one you have to have like a whole system. You have to have like a whole VR system for it. Let me change maps. Let me see who's in here. Somebody else is in here.
Reality. Said Phasmophobia.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one that everyone's playing right now. Yep. I couldn't remember the name though. Yeah, that's definitely the one, man. They had another one that I don't know if they got to finish that one actually. I think that's the one. Did they finish that one? I don't know if that's the one that they were working on and it kind of like they stopped working on it. But yeah, I love games like that, man. Visage was a very, I didn't like it at first because it's like real difficult, but it's a very trippy game. It's a horror game. It's kind of like psychological, kind of like you're in a house but you're going through the life of, like, I guess the 3 or 4 people that live there. That one's pretty sick, man. I still didn't finish it. That game's really tough though.
Reality. Said why don't you stream along or any other FPS game?
I did Battlefield. I was trying to get into Battlefield. There's also I'm not a big fan of Call of Duty. I did try the Warzone. That one's okay. That one's pretty cool. I've done clips of me like sniping with like very very like amplified, very small amplified scopes where you basically can't even see the person. But it depends. It's kind of like, I like to play the games, but I want to go somewhere where the channel's gonna grow, and I don't want to confuse people too. I want to just like basically grow at a steady rate, but it's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard to get all that together, because then I would
Reality.
like, depending on what
Said you
people
can
like.
upload montage syncing the shots with the song. Reality. Said those kind of VIDs will go trending.
Yeah, man. I think honestly, with this whole thing, it depends how much you put yourself out there and just sticking with it, and that's why they call it, building a brand and everything like that. You just got to stick with something, keep doing it for a while, because it's not gonna work at first, depending on how you do it. I don't think the setup really matters. All that stuff comes with time. But the most important thing is just putting yourself, your stuff out there, so people can find. If you're not out there, no one's gonna find something that they can't see or they can't find. So everything it's like everything in the real life world. Everything takes time to build.
Reality. Said yep.
So I still don't know what kind of direction I'm gonna go with what I'm doing. If it's just only gonna be racing, which I do love it. I love drifting a lot. Maybe different drifting games or something. Like, I still don't know. But I do have fun just playing whatever games, because I never know what's gonna happen, especially with games that I don't know about. And I sometimes capture some really funny moments that is just hilarious. So it's just one of those things. I like to capture those moments where I'm doing something random, or playing a weird game, and I have no idea what I'm doing, and it just ends up being hilarious. Let me see if I can bust out the trick with this car.
Reality. Said beam drive drift challenge ball.
Oh, this car turns real slow. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's pretty tough, man. I want to get into that, but like I said, that's what we were talking about earlier with the whole PC thing, with the computer, the Beam. What is it? Beam NG, I think it's called. That's a drift game, and it has like the physics are crazy. The cars get damaged. Yeah, this 360 kind of slows down too much. I guess the best idea would be to start like a series on different games. That would be it, because I like all that stuff, the survival games.
Said Goosiest, Flag Train, etc. YouTubers.
Yeah, I seen Goosiest. I know he has a lot of clips of different drifters.
Visual damage.
Yeah, man, it looks so sick. And the mods. The mods. I seen the funniest mods I saw was a shopping cart. They had, and I think that was in the BMG. They had a shopping cart drifting, which was it was very hilarious to me, man, to see that.
Reality. Said the mobs fully destroyed us with laughter. Hell oh no.
Yeah, man, the things that people come up with It's hilarious. It's pretty sick too. And that's what makes me think, like, how in the world did they think of that? And even implemented it in the game. That's like another thing. Like, it's one thing to think about it, but putting it in a video game, that's not an easy thing unless you have, you know, experience in that field and learn how to mess with the files in the game and all that stuff. So I definitely appreciate all that stuff when I see it. Yeah, but that's the idea so far. Like I just don't know where, because this is a new channel. This is, I used to I think this thing was made in 2010, but I never would post. I would never post anything in the channel, and that's how I, you know, I have all this free time now, so I started posting like crazy. And right now, the things that people like is the drifting. They like the carx videos. I'm probably gonna change sometime in the future the game to a set of course different, like I said, different drift games. But I mean, for right now, it's growing at a steady pace so far. I'm about to see if I find a 90s room and see if I could tandem with people with randoms. I feel like I've been driving in this car pretty much a while already, so I kind of got a good understanding of it. Let me see. Oh, this guy's just one person in there. He just started the room though. Okay, let's see this one. Yeah, that's gonna confuse a lot of people when they see 211s when they go to watch the stream. And it's because it disconnected.
Said you can send the 360 clip you just did to Goosiest. Just make a short and tag Goosiest, he will see it and maybe come up in the VID.
Yeah, man. That'd be cool though, like if we didn't get together and do like a big thing of like 360s, doing it into a trick, whereas one person back to back and then send it in. That'd be cool. That's why I kind of wanted to start the whole trick competition tournament, just to see what kind of crazy trick people come up with. Because I've seen, like, from his channel, like I've seen a lot of crazy clips of people doing crazy stuff with the cars.
Said, oh, you mean drift tandems?
Yeah, kind of like, I would say a trick tandem type thing where you're tandeming, but then you're also going to do like a trick or 360 or a reverse entry, but you're doing it in sync. Let's see what these guys are doing. Let's see how close they are. Yeah, like, see there.
Reality. Said, yeah, tricky in sync.
It's really hard, man, because everybody's got different tunes and the way they set up their cars, so.
Reality. Said, but will take a lot of tries though.
Yeah, definitely. That's how it gets though. Like you find a person that you can drift with and tandem with, and then you kind of just stick with that. And then that develops into like a whole team. Everybody starts making a team. They start sharing different setups, and that's how it just goes. Like I'm pretty sure all these guys, like, they don't know each other and they're just trying to tandem with each other right now, but they have different setups. So look at these guys. Look how close they are. That guy kind of messed up, but it looks pretty sick when everybody I've been in lobbies where the whole lobby is together, just drifting as a big unit, tandeming together, and it looks so cool. Oh, look at this guy's design. That's pretty sick. I'm gonna see if I can catch up to these guys. I'm gonna have to take a shortcut through here. Like, this guy's doing the same thing. Oh, and I bumped. Oh no. I ended up bumping that man out of the course.
Reality. Said Paul.
I'm trying to see if I can match this guy's speed. Slowly. He's trying to catch up to the first dude. Let me do the same thing. Let me catch up to this guy. Okay, these guys they're all trying to catch up to that guy.
Reality. Said he's literally freaking hell and hell.
Oof. This is a mess. This is just a big mess right now. What I tend to do when I try to tandem with someone is I tend to see the speed. If our speeds kind of sync, then that's the person I kind of try to like follow. Because I mean, like I said, all these setups are so different, and usually people that drift in a team, they usually have the same setups. The only way you're gonna be able to follow someone is if your car is slightly faster, and then all you really have to do is just have that nice brake technique, where you're braking constantly. Like I said, one of my subscribers is really good at that. Figaro, he's really good at following anybody. That guy can follow anybody.
Reality. Said what if we just pick the first car, which is at most front from the front side, and all the trails are hell and hell. Reality. Said that crash would be crazy AF.
Yeah, because it's gonna mess up the whole train, the whole tandem. This is why I want to make different divisions, where there's gonna be the 120, the 110, the 100, the 90, because it's gonna be kind of impossible to have every setup drift with each other. And the lower you go, the more skill you need, because the car's it's gonna go, you're gonna be able to control it less, so it's gonna be a little difficult. See, like now, all these guys, they won. Let me see where they at. Okay, some of them took up. There we go. Look at that. I like that guy's design too. Let me see if I can get to him. He's got a cool design. And this guy right here. Nice color blending and fading in with those colors. And you see, these guys are drifting in 6th gear. Well, he is. Let me see him. Look, this guy's drifting in 3rd gear. Like, so you see, it's like you're trying to just match up all these different
three
speeds.
guys are really good at sync.
Yeah, they're really good, man.
Said so close, still not bumping at all.
Yeah, that's the whole trick with tandeming. Trying to get as close as possible and not mess them up. Let me move back because I don't want to be in the front. I don't want no one following me. I don't like leading the pack because I feel like I'm just going to mess everything up. So since I'm starting, I'm new to tandeming, and what I do is just stay in the back and kind of follow everybody and then try not to mess anybody up.
Reality. Said no, oh no.
Yeah, I tend to stay in the back to kind of see how people like drift together because I'll mess everything up if I'm in the front. Unless I've been drifting with that car for a while. So if I understand the car and the speed and everything, then I don't have no problem leading. And chasing is way harder than leading. Leading, all you got to do is basically give the widest angles you can give.
Reality. I think it's easy to drift at front and at back.
It definitely is. Yeah, chasing is way harder because you got to match the person's speed. It's, you know, it takes a lot more, and the braking too. You got to be good at braking so that you don't bump the guy next to you. And I have such a weird setup. Look at all these guys that just, they're gone. I bumped into that dude. Oh man. Now I'm gonna have to wait again. I think either third or fourth gear is gonna be fine. That's the whole problem with the tandeming. You gotta figure out what gear. Because you saw that the 3 guys, they were different. They were using completely different gears. One was on 6th, the other guy was on 3rd. And let me reset the car all the way because I don't want to get kicked.
Reality. Said you have the Skyline R84.
Yeah, I think I have. I haven't used it in a while. I think that's a class 4 car, I think. So far, I have all the cars in the game so far. I just haven't tuned them all yet. Because basically the way I like tuning them is either on 100 or 90. And I'm trying to learn 90. So I've been tuning them to 90 to, or either 100. Look at all this. This is just nuts, man. I gotta catch up to these guys. Giving me enough space. Oh no! Oh, it's spun out.
Reality. Said I have literally no idea about how carx drift online is. I just used to watch Lucius VIVs and then searched up carx drift online live stream.
Yeah, it's definitely how you set up the car, man. It's definitely. Hold on. Yeah, man. I mean, I do this every day, or try to anyway, and try to keep a schedule. And it's a fun game, and the cool part about this game is crossplay. So you know, no matter what console you're on, you can always hop on with different people. And just get in there and just try to drift and tandem with people. Do you play any drift games at all? Like any of them? Like Assetto Corsa? Like what system do you have? Do you have? Are you on PC? Are you on a console? This game right now for PlayStation, at least right now, is on sale. I don't know how much they have it for, but this one's on sale right now, and it always goes on sale.
Set on mobile PC. My PC is from the 1990s, which can run even Minecraft.
Yeah.
Reality.
I hear you, bro.
Carx racing to on iPad.
I hear you, man. I don't think my PC can run this game. It's from 2012, but I don't think it has a built-in graphics card, so I don't think it could run this. Oh, these guys are. Let me see if I could stay with this guy since we got like the same color schemes. Oh, it's just my car is way too slidey. I'm gonna have to adjust it. I don't think nobody's racing on 300. Yeah, let me get out of here and do that.
Said it used to be able to run Minecraft some days ago when my graphic card was working well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the thing with the you know, the computers, man, the graphic cards, everything, all that stuff's got to be running perfectly fine, or you'll just have problems with them, man. Let me see. I usually don't like messing with this stuff, but I'm gonna keep it at least halfway.
Reality. Said it stopped working. ID white.
Yeah, you either have to reset everything and check to see if, I don't even know how you would even diagnose if it's working or not. Like if there's a actual problem with it, or it could be like a bug in the game, maybe in the game files itself. Because if it was already working, then chances are that's what it is. It's probably something happened, some corruption happened within the save file itself or the game files itself, where you maybe even have to reinstall it, and maybe that'll fix it. I mean, so many different problems could pop up that it's just crazy, man. Yeah, this is the problem when you switch cars up, when you switch the things up in the car, it's just things get a little crazy. Alright, maybe I'll keep this negative 70, because that's another way that people usually set up their cars, but this gives you more angle, but it kind of tends to spin out the car. You see? Yeah, see? Once you start messing with the settings of the car, you start learning about the game.
But if I plug my monitor to the graphic card, it won't display anything. Monitor displays if I plug it into motherboard, so surely graphic card has issues.
Oh yeah, man. If it's doing something like that, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'll definitely be the graphic card. If it's acting like that and you were able to run all the other games. Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the problem too, man. Those parts get expensive, and it's hard to keep up with that, man. That's why a lot of people choose consoles. You don't have to deal with that. You just buy a console, and when the consoles just upgrade with them. Because it's too much in the PC world. Like I said, every few months there's something new. Every few months, every 2-3 months, there's a new thing.
Said gotta take a new one, I guess, but that also I see if I will get or not 0 underscored.
Yeah, man. They're expensive too, man. Especially if you look into the new ones, they're really expensive. And with like everything that's going on now, the prices are just crazy. Like they were never this high. Now they're things that used to cost maybe $500-600. They're at $1,000 now. So it's me myself personally. I'm like, should I even try to spend all this money on that now, or should I just be patient and wait? You know, because like I said, since so many things come out, so many things are coming out that the stuff that I was looking at
said and they become more expensive when we are about to ask to buy it to our parents. Hell, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Things get super expensive quick, man. And that's the thing too, man. Just anything that you can do to get money, a little side job or anything like that. Saving every little bit that you can get counts, man. I remember I did so many jobs I hated. I've done construction, I've done busboy, I've done like kind of like janitor, I've done plumbing, I've done carpeting, even as a carpenter, like messing around with wood, electrician work. you end up doing a lot, man, just to try to get money. And you gotta kind of figure out what you want to do in life, like what kind of occupation do you enjoy the most. But work is work, you know. It's not meant to be fun. But if you could find something that you kind of like already, that you enjoy doing, then you know that's the best thing to go with. But eventually, everything in this life gets boring. You know, the more you do something repeated, you know, you do something repetitive, it becomes like, you know, one of those things that you're just like, I don't even want to do this anymore. So I definitely understand, man.
Reality said the actual reason why I like paranormal stuff. Pud life is boring XDB.
Yeah, you know, like I said, that's what it is. You gotta find something you like doing, because that's what's so cool about the world and about people. Like, we all like different things. We're all different, and you're always gonna find like a common ground with somebody else that they also like that thing, and then that's how things grow. That's how communities grow. You know, that's why YouTube. Like, if you see YouTube and you're trying to grow on YouTube, you see the most successful people that are growing on their channels, they stick to one video game, and you can see what they're doing. You can see if they're educating other people on the game. If they're just playing it, like me, I'm just playing it, so I'm not even educating no one in the game. Like, literally what you get from me is being able to jump on with me and play. Like, I'm not educating anybody on how to set up the cars, how to tune them. Maybe designing. If somebody asks me for a design or something, I can quickly show them how to do that. But you know, it's just one of those things. I just wanted to get online and play, and it's really hard to grow like that because you have to be, you have to give something to someone.
Said no and out.
Yeah, it's that's how it is, man. As funny as it is.
Said like a famous friend XDV.
That's just how it is, man. That's what, and if you think about it, realistically, that's what people look for. Like, let's say if I was starting up a whole bunch of guides, and oh, this is how you do this. That's what people are looking for, you know. There's a very small group of people that are looking for one particular thing, you know, like, so the more you pick one of those things, I think the community, the crowd, the people is going to be divided, it's going to be separate. And me, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to play whatever game I wanted to play, but then that's what it comes down to. I'm just a dude playing video games, and who wants to watch that? Maybe somebody, maybe, you know, it could be something about your personality. Maybe you're funny. I don't know. Like I was telling my friends, like, I don't know how people are growing unless they're doing that, unless they're educating people on particular things in video games itself. That's what people look for, you know. Like right now, you told me you're looking for, because you saw it on Goosey's and you had no idea, and you saw clips, and then this is obviously interesting you, the carx, so you want to get into it and look into it.
You can actually get Hitchin better at the game, create a team, and then it's quality content for viewers.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Said like dream.
Yeah, that's what I want to lean towards, in making a nice drift team, making an event, like a trick event, something that no one's doing, because I don't want to even copy people. I don't want to seem like I'm copying somebody. So I'm kind of trying to do something different. And like I said, when you're building something different, it takes time, because one is different. It might take time to catch on. And this game has so many setups. You know, like I said, like right now I'm messing with my car. So hopefully go back into that room and kind of match the people that I was trying to drift with. If I could even find the room. And it's full. But yeah, like, it's just that simple, man. It's one of those things that you have to, this is why I said teams are very important in who you're drifting with too. Because everybody kind of tend to set up the cars the same way. Let me see, I'm trying to look for another 90s room that's not that filled, but this one's like filled like crazy. A lot of people are getting into the 90 and 100.
Elite Crime said, hi, I just started carts and I'm terrible at drifting. Any tips?
The tips is how you set up the car. So what kind of engine do you have in your, like, okay, I'll show you right now what I'm talking about. And it depends how difficult you want the game to be. So right now, look, you have different engines. So if you just started, you're probably on stock, and that's going to be horrible. So don't feel bad if you know you can't drift because you're on stock. Stock doesn't have any settings. It's just, you know, you got to start unlocking these. This is where you want to go, because this is the one that's going to let you ultimately set up everything, every single parameter in your car, the height, the springs, the tires, the gears, everything here. I don't even mess with this one. I went straight for this one, so that's why you can see I don't even buy. I didn't bother buying on any of these, but this is the one you want to get. And I think you could get this around 12. What level are you in the game currently right now? Like you see on my top corner, I'm level 29. I think when you get about 11 or 12, that's when you basically have everything. You can unlock every single thing. So depending on that, and depending on how you set up the wheels, you know, like all these things are just...
Elite Crime said, I'm level 8.
Okay, you're level 8. So I think by level 8, you should be around this area or this area.
Said, do you know Jack Automotive?
No, I never heard of. What is he? What does he do? Is he another YouTuber? The best way, the only thing I can tell you, like if you want to go up pretty fast on your level, I can show you this. Which this I learned from another YouTuber called Smokey Wolf, which he put. I don't know if he was the original founder of it, but he's the one that I saw this video from. Let me see. You got to pick a car that you're familiar with. If you're just like level, wait, maybe you have level 2, maybe even 3 level cars. I don't know what's the highest.
Reality. Said, yeah, he sometimes do Forza content, sometimes do those going to school in Audi/Skyline etc. Elite crime. Said, you know any tips on how to get money?
Yeah, there's different ways to get money. This is probably the best one though. I'll show you right now. So this is, yeah, so you'll be able to, this is what is this? Class 3? Class 2. Okay, so this is a class 2. This is the car you want to buy, right? You want to set this up for racing. Let me go here and reset everything because this car is like all messed up from everything I did to it. So basically this is exactly how you're gonna get the car too. It's gonna be exactly like this. I left it default. You want to go into look at that, I changed the car up. Hold on. You want to go into single player and you want to go into time attack. After you go into time attack, you want to pick the I think it's West Coast Arena. Yeah, so you pick West Coast Arena. This is the fastest way so far that anybody's figured out how to get money on this game. And I don't know why it particularly works with this car, but it works with this car, this track, and you, depending on the time you make, you can get around 500,000 every, let's say 15 seconds, every 15, 20 seconds. So you can actually make this car and just set it up just for money, you know, just for money's sake, and just leave it and don't touch it. Like you can see, I'm gonna do horrible here because I haven't practiced this in a while. But even this horrible, even doing this at this horrible is still gonna get me money. I'm doing terrible, but you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm doing so bad. So don't feel if you're this bad. If you're this bad, it takes practice to set this up. But look this. It's just the point I'm making. Like once you practice this, you'll be good at it. So even though I raced that horrible, I made 296,000, and all you do is retry it, and you keep doing that over and over, and you'll get better and better as you go. And that's it. You'll get money, and then for the XP, you want to do the tandems.
Said really bad, MKO.
Really bad, bro. That was just horrible, bro. I'm not used to racing. Like this is a whole race setup, and I'm horrible at it. I'm pretty good at drifting, but racing is a different story. So I'm gonna try to do better now and just brake. That's what you got to do. I normally don't use a lot of brake, and that's what's going on. That's why I'm messing up so bad. And see, this was much better. So since I did much better, I'm gonna get more money.
Said, okay, thank you, but I'm terrible at car control, so I keep messing up people. Tandems.
Yeah, it takes practice, bro. Tandeming. I would say the best thing you can do if you're trying to tandem would be to practice just getting good at drifting. Like after you get good at drifting and practice the outer lines, like make sure your back tires are always on the outer lines so you can have the widest basic, you know, angle you can get. So if someone's like, let's say you're leading someone can follow you easily, and then after that just kind of work your way into following somebody. And it takes time to build that up because you got to see what gear you're on. Like, you know, you can't just jump in and just follow someone unless they have kind of the same similar setup. Like we just saw that earlier. There was a literally before you came in, I was trying to tandem with people. I was setting up my car, and there was guys drifting together, and some of them didn't even have the same setup. One was on 6, the other guy was on 3rd gear. So it just it's just time, and you just got the game. So
Elite Crime said, I also keep spinning out.
the way you stop spinning out, you can set it up, and it's your acronym. Your acronym is what's making you spin out right now. Let me pick a different car and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me see this car right here. So you see how my acronym is very low? That means that if I take this on a test drive, the higher you put that, are you on a controller? Because it's going to be totally different for people that are on the controller and people that are on a wheel. But since I have the acronym so low, I won't spin out that much. See, so I can push this almost all the way.
Said Reality said, I wish Carx Online was a Prosper for Android or iOS too.
I was playing the Android one. It's pretty tough, man. I actually set my PS4 controller to sync in with Bluetooth and control the mobile version of carx. And for some reason, I still haven't figured out why on carx, the higher the gear, the more angle the car gives you. I don't know what, that's unrealistic, but that's the mechanics of the game. So you kind of got to play with that. You got to remember, find what gear is comfortable, find 2 gears that you're comfortable with, and slowly set up the acronym. Because when you change it, if you look here, like let's say I'll choose 4, right? This is the angle I'm going to reach. All the way. I'm going to show you the max angle I can reach here. And I can still spin it. It's the setup that I have, that's why. This car is always gonna spin out, but it has low acronym. Okay, so you see gear 3, my gear 3 won't spin out. I can hit the max. And this is like kind of the setup for this car 3. I haven't drifted with this car in a while, but I drift on any gear. It's just for this game, the mechanics of the game, the higher the gear, the more angle you get. So if I was to go 6th gear, it's going to just give me way more angle, and I'm going to spin out easy. So the acronym is setting up the acronym. It's a good idea.
Reality said, can you check if the RX 7 Veil side is in this game or not?
Let me see, because the list they have is kind of pretty old. I know they have, I think that's the one they just put in for the new update. So I don't have it on consoles. They'll most likely have it on PC. Yeah, let me see which ones they do have. Because the thing is, none of these games are, like, none of the car names are really real. They're not licensed because the game has to pay more to have the actual real name.
Said Halot. Sam Hoffmans said, can you start a lobby?
Alright, let me pick a car and I'll start one up. I forgot what car I was in that I hooked up today. I'll just pick this one for now. Let me change the design on this one. That's the one that I have in the thumbnail.
Mike Hawk Small said, damn that booty fat. Sam Hoffmans said,
your name, bro, your name. I'm looking right now, the RX-7. See, See, but this is the RX-7 FD, so they don't have the one you're talking about yet.
Mike Hawk Small said, "What's with my name?"
Let me see. Hold on. I don't even know what map to put it on so far right now. I'll pick East Tollgate.
Reality said, "Yeah, and this was the one you were drifting when I came on the stream the first time."
You know what's up with your name, man? Stop playing with me, bro. You're gonna have me banned trying to explain it. And I'm on the European servers. And Elite, I didn't know. I don't think I asked you what system you were on
Reality
too.
said, "Oh, Mike Hawk Small said, damn, I have just Mike Brew." Sen Hoffmans said, "Can you put the code
I'll
in
call
chat?"
you Mike, bro.
Reality said, "Explain it, ELS, I want to know hell, oh no."
I'll just call you Mike then, bro. No, no. I'm not explaining that, bro. I'm definitely not explaining that. So, Elite, what console are you on? Are you on PC, Xbox,
Said
PlayStation?
PS4, but I need 400k to get that map, so I can't get the money.
Oh, okay,
Reality
okay.
said, "Oh, now I get it, LMAO."
There's a trick. This is something that people started doing too. It's kind of like an AFK type thing where people are just spinning around in circle. Since you're on PlayStation 4, it's gonna be pretty simple to show you. Let me reset the car to a nice spot. And everybody's doing this. This is something that everybody's doing. I mean, you could look
Sam
this up and
Hoffmans
find this.
said, "Can you put the code in chat?" Mike Hawk Small said, "Bro, tell me what's wrong." Hawk name and I got my mom's last name, Hawk Small.
Is that your actual last name? Hold on. I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick. This is what people are calling the AFK mode of getting money. So you want to find a nice map with a nice, decent open space, and you could just simply do donuts. But I can't even do it in this map. This is probably the most, actually wait, no, this is the most open space here. Yeah, right here. So what you would do is you would just go into a nice donut, like go in a circle, find a nice gear that can keep going in the same direction. So you see how I'm doing this, like I'm not crashing into any walls, nothing like that. And then what you would do, you would hold the share button, and then the car will just keep drifting. And you could just go watch a movie, do whatever you want.
Reality
And when you come back,
said, "Sorry to laugh, Heidi,
you'll
but
have
I didn't
millions."
notice it first. Genre did, then I started to think about it."
And that's how you do it. This is the easiest method of getting money. You just won't be actually playing. So you see how the combo's building up, everything's building up, and then that's it. You come back and you'll have a whole bunch of money. But that's not even the fastest way to get money. The fastest way would be the way I showed you with the other car. But that's definitely the easiest way to get money. And that's how people, you go into lobbies and nobody's moving, that's what they're doing. They're AFK drifting. Or just, money
Mike Hawk
farming.
Small said, "Sheesh." Sam Hoffmans said, "Can you put the lobby code in chat so I can join ELF?"
Okay, let me make one with an actual code in it. Because I just use my name, actually. I'll put one with a code in it. So that's going to be the code for this one. Let me enter it real quick, and I'll put it into the chat. Because right now they're doing like an update. I'm hoping that the new update will come out soon for consoles. because usually that's what happens when they're doing
Said
that.
ALR, I gotta go. It's midnight in here. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, yeah, take care, man. Thank you for being part of the stream. Thank you for, you know, talking and being a part of it, man. I appreciate it, man. Take care, get some rest, man, because I know the time difference is crazy over there. Look, I can't even make room right now. I appreciate it, man. A lot of my other subscribers, they were like, just keep spamming X till it lets you in, because this is something that's going on now.
Said empty by eat.
All right, man. Take care, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of this and go back in and make room. Yeah, so Elite, that's the way you do it. That's two different ways right there to make money. You either do that small circle donut
small.
and then just
said I am still here.
You know, keep doing that. I got you, bro. I'm just trying to get into the room first, because since they're doing this new update, the game is it's been messing up. So I'm hoping that soon we'll have the Modelo track and the 6 new cars. Soon, hopefully very soon we'll have that. So I'll show you the code right now once I get in the room, and I'll put it in the chat. All right, there we go.
Genre said 439,132.
And I'm almost on every daily, so if you want to subscribe, you can, and you can drift with me whenever I'm on. I'm usually on at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and we could talk about settings and tunes and different methods of, you know, getting money. When you first start, it's always hard, but once you start getting money and start using the method where I showed you, which is the fastest one, you'll unlock all the cars, man. And I would actually, what adhesion are you using on your tires? It's best to start at 100. That's like the best way to start. It's kind of a little difficult because 120 is way too grippy, and you're basically not drifting much.
500 mark. Said, can I join up?
Yeah, you can join up. That's the code is right there in the chat. I'll pause it so you can see it. So definitely, I would say the beginning of drifting, and like, so you can actually drift while you're driving, would be 100. That's like the nicest setting. 120, 110, they're very more grippy. They're more what I would call is speed over drifting. You know, when you're drifting, you want to be sideways as long as possible. That's the whole point about drifting. With the more grippy setup, it's going to be harder to stay sideways.
What's the fastest way to make money, brew?
The fastest way I showed him earlier is to pick the what is it called? The links on here.
Elite crime. Said with the donut glitch, it keeps spinning you.
Yeah, you have to make sure it's you make a donut the right way and you're not crashing into anything. Make sure you're in a big open area, and then just press the share or photo button, and then that's it. And but you got to make sure you're in a nice line where
500 mark.
Even.
Said what links?
It's one of those cars. It's a level 3. I think it's a level 3 car. In real life, it's the Mazda. So it's the Mazda RX-8.
Said I wasn't here.
Okay, so all right, you guys stay in here. I'll be right back. Let me just quickly show him the car. That way he won't get confused, and you can find it. I mean, you can see this up on YouTube. If you look it up on YouTube, there's a lot of people showing this.
Said is it with the time trail glitch?
I showed that, but that's not the fastest way to get money. The fastest way is using that car setting it up for racing, and then after you set it up for racing, you're gonna get like 500,000. Maybe depending on how fast you could actually drive. So you want to get this car right here. So just get that car and set it up for racing, and then you want to go on West Coast Arena, and that's it. You want to go on Time Attack, and that's all you want to do. And I would say every 20 seconds, let's say 25 seconds, every 25 seconds, you're gonna get about 300,000 to 400,000, depending on how good your driving is. And that's about it, man. It's pretty simple to do. And that's absolutely the fastest way to get money in the game. There's actually another way of getting XP in the game, which actually allows you to open more stuff. And that's doing the tandems on the parking lot, configuration 3. Let me put in that code now, see if, hopefully you guys didn't leave.
500 mark. Said I, well, I need 400k to buy that map and I need a car.
Yeah, that's the way it is, man. When you first start, you're gonna be broke. You just gotta have to start, drifting. Find a nice car that you can actually drift with. If you keep the grip on, for some reason, when you keep the grip on while you're drifting, it gives you a lot of points too, and it's just easier. So I mean, you can keep a high grip, but if you want to get used to drifting, I would suggest always staying on 100. Like me, I'm on 90, so like I'm gonna be drifting. I'm gonna be staying sideways the most.
_Ivan_XX. Said yo my nigga.
You always do this, bro. What's up, man? What's up? What's going on, man? Oh man, you working right now, right? You at work? Let me see who's in here. What cars you got here? Nuggets in here. He's got a nice clean car right here.
Said I can't find your map, bro. XX_Ivan_XX. Said all G, my nigga, young working.
The room is right here. This is the code. 439-132. And I'm on the European servers. That's probably why you can't find me. You're probably on the American servers. So just switch it with, I think it's R3, the right analog stick. Just click that down and then pick European servers, and you'll find it. Yeah, so Elite, that's what you want to do. You basically want to slowly turn down the Ackerman so you get used to it. I don't mind, man. I don't mind what you bring in, man. I'm not being strict with people and what they bring in. I'm just basically drifting with people and just enjoying just drifting with people. It doesn't matter what kind of setups, man. And you're starting out. You're new to the game, man. I'm not expecting you to to drive good. It all takes time, so no pressure, man. This is the room. You can join me anytime. And like I said, if you want, you can subscribe. I'm on almost every day. So
said I'm in check my car. My name is Mark from 500.
Let me check it out. Nice. See, nice clean design, nice clean paint job on it. I like that design too. It looks kind of like it's fading in. That's pretty sick. And that's one of my favorite cars too, the BMW too. I like that car.
XX_Ivan_XX said GG the BMW.
Yeah, on this game, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Walton? Wooten? It's called the Wooten? I have no idea how to pronounce that name in this game. I don't even know how they came up with the with the names on those cars, man. Because remember, this game is not licensed, so they don't have the real names. It costs the developers real money to pay for that.
XX said Laval.
So he's using the Wooten right now. That's why I get confused with the car names, and I have to look it up because it gets too crazy. Unless you're familiar 100% with the cars and you like right off the bat you know it, because the cars look kind of different with the body kits and everything like that. So I always have to look up a list and look up the real names of the car. But so I don't confuse people, I'll just name the cars what they're called.
Said Gigi, but is it BMW?
Yeah, it's one of the BMWs in the game. Let me see if I can look it up on the list to see which one, because I know they got I think it's the E30 or the E40. Hold on. Yeah, see what's funny, the car's not even in the list, so I don't know when they added that car. But the list I'm looking in is pretty old, so they don't even have the name of that car in the list of the cars, so they gotta update that one. But that one for sure is a BMW. I know they got a couple of BMWs on here in the game. I'll tell you the name of the BMWs that they do have in the game. So the Hunter is a BMW. The M2, that would be the M2. The Apollo is another BMW. That's the W3. Or the M3. What am I talking about? That's the M3. They got the Shark GT. That's another BMW. They got a whole bunch of BMWs in this game. It's just weird finding the names because they just have weird names in the game. And just imagine, you learn the names from the game and you're out there and you see the car and people know the name of the car, but you're just like, oh man, yo, did you see that? That's that Wooten. And they'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? Dude, that's the Wooten. I know what I'm talking about. Don't even play with me. And then you get into an argument because you're over here naming the game cars names. Like you're not even using the real life names. I could only imagine that though in a conversation. But like I said, you would have to know the real cars, like in real life,
Said, can you watch me and tell me what I'm doing wrong with the glitch? My name is GHC.
Let me see. All right, go ahead, try it out.
500 mark. Said follow up.
Okay, yeah, like I said, you have way too much acronym. Like you're even spinning out in gear 1, so your acronym is pretty high. You can try to go to the dyno stand and setting the acronym to at least like maybe 50 to 40. Yeah, because you're spinning out like too fast, and that's what it is. Yeah, you see, so on a controller, that's the reason why you would spin out easier, because on a controller, just you're going
XX
from right to left
Ivan
pretty
_
fast.
XX. Said more subscribers, more subscribers, more subscribers, more subscribers. XX Ivan XX. Said more subscribers, more subscribers, more subscribers, more subscribers.
Stop spamming.
Sam Hoffmans said 35 is a pretty good answer, man.
Yeah, it depends on the setup of the wheels in the car too, because messing with the wheels, I mean, you can get some good angles. I've made some settings, like some tunes where I had no acronym and I can still get 80, 90 angle on the car. But it really depends how you set up the cars. But I would definitely lower the acronym and mess around with it.
XX. Said ha ha ha, hey, let's go.
So try to lower, like go to the dyno stand and then lower your acronym to about 40, or like he said 35 is a good start, and then go to test the car out and see if you can still spin out.
500 mark. Said follow you bro, I'm at start line.
Alright, where you at? Alright, hold on, I'm going. Oh, Nuggets came over here too. You might be on 100, so I gotta keep like a low gear to keep up with your car. Yeah, I'm just bullying your car right now. I'm trying to keep up. Let me see, maybe 4th gear. Yeah, your adhesion is much higher than mine. Yes, that's what it is. I'm on 90. So your car's gonna be much faster than mine. But you can see the lower your adhesion is, the more angle you kind of get to on your car, because depending on how you set up your car, you're like, if you were to follow me, you'll see that my angle is much higher and I'm going slow. So it all depends on how you set up the car. I can set up this car to 100 and I should still roughly have the same amount of angle. And I can hear Nuggets in the back. You see how straight Nuggets is compared to me?
Said how good should my wheels be?
Nuggets is probably on a fast adhesion too, because I hear his gas. He's flooring the gas and then letting it go. So he's constantly messing around with the acceleration. Look, you can hear it. I can hear him right behind. Yeah, that's why I said like 100 is basically the best way to start out to learn how to drift, because you're gonna constantly keep an angle on your car. That's what drifting is. You want to have an angle as much as possible. The more you stay in a straight line, that's not drifting. That's borderline racing. So you don't want to race. You want to drift. So that's the best way to start is on 100. So see, if I wanted to keep drifting, I can just keep my car sideways the whole time. All I'm changing is just changing transition from one side from another.
500 mark. Said you think I can't drift good. I started 2 days ago. Lol.
Yeah, no, it's not that you don't know how to drift, it's the grip that you have on the car. So like, by having more grip, it automatically makes it harder to drift unless you have a high acronym. That's why you see a lot of people that have that high adhesion, they tend to have high acromens, because the grip is fighting the car to stay at an angle. You could drift. I mean, I could see the drift, but you're not, you see how you're not keeping that much angle on your car? So right now you're hitting about maybe 60, a constant 60 on your car. Or maybe even 50. Like it's not that sideways. See, that's way too much angle. And that's what it is. It's the grippiness of the tires. It tends to bring back the car to fight it back from keeping at an angle. And depending on your Ackerman, you know, the higher your Ackerman, the more kind of like, I would say, difficult it is to keep a maintained angle, because you kind of got to like mess around with the analog stick tapping it. Which probably that's what it is. You probably got high Ackerman too, or it's maybe the car fighting to maybe straighten out.
Said I'm now on 9090 of Fusion. What should I do next?
All you gotta do is make sure, like, go into your 90's hard though, bro. 90's, that's like what everyone wants to get to. 90 is, you're gonna slide a lot more. So I would go 100, but if you want to learn 90's, that's pretty good.
So what should I fix?
I would like I said, if you're on 100, just literally maybe mess around with the wheels. Depending on how you set the pressure to the wheels, if you make it lower to like 70, that's gonna give you more angle. And if you make it higher, if you make the tire pressure higher, it's gonna make the car glidey, but it's gonna affect your angle. So you'll have to mess around with the Ackerman. So it depends what you want with the car. That's one of the things that you could easily mess with. Like this car, you see, this car's at 300 wheel pressure, so that's why this car's kind of, it slides around and it's like smooth, and it's at 92, so it's already a real slick car already to be drifting in. But you see, I don't have to put that much throttle into it. Look, it's kind of like I'm going into a power slide. And I think the Ackerman is around 30, so it's not that bad.
Said what would be the best for the donut glitch?
An open area, I would say the airport, Navarro Airport. You go to you get off the track and you go to the spot that is like really open, and you can just do donuts there. And Cami Road too. Cami Road has that like big open parking spot area, and that's another place that you can do that on. This is not the best place because this doesn't have like a nice area here, so this is like probably the worst map to try to do that on. But you only want to do that enough to buy the car, you know, buy that Mazda, and then buy the track, and that's about it. Once you get those two things together, you're gonna get like 400,000 or 500,000 every 20 seconds. So but definitely work on the Ackerman to the point where you can make a nice donut constantly and not crash into anything.
Elite Crime said what should adhesion and tire pressure should be on?
Like I said, that all depends on how you want the car to behave. If you want the car to behave kind of like where you want a less angle, but you have more like the car's slidey, like it glides more, you can put it up to 300. And then you gotta set your gears up to see which gear is the best one. Because in this game, like I said, the mechanics of this game is kind of weird, where the higher the gear, the more angle you get on your car. So that's gonna, you know, affect it. But a lot of people, usually when people are drifting, they're drifting on like third, fourth. You rarely see people drift on the sixth gear. They drift on the fastest thing that can get them moving. So you see, the donut thing is not hard once you figure out like what speed you can hit, and you can constantly hit the see, like right now that's fourth is too much, it's going too wide. So I would just want to pick the right amount of this is, like I said, this is the worst map to try this on. But look, you could already see I'm going in that same kind of motion. I'm not crashing into anything. And then that's it. All I would do is just hit that, you know, the share button or anything.
500
Look.
mark Said I'm used to my settings though I think I'm on default settings.
Default settings is good, but that's the whole point of like, you know, messing with your car and setting it up. Is basically doing, you know, the more control you can get with your car. It takes practice. You can, default settings is pretty fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just you getting used to that setting and the way it's set up. And not everybody just sets up their car to default. In the beginning they might, but if you go to like different videos, people that drift and tune their cars different, they'll mostly all lightly tell you that maybe 100 Ackerman is the best because it's more skillful, which that's false, because the more skill you have, you would drive with no assistant on. That's what everybody wants to get to, the point where you drive with no assist on. And that's really hard because you got to control your throttle, you got to control your steering, you got to control your counter steering. And that's pro level. Like anyone that can drift with no assist, that's pro level right there. That's not easy to do. Not everyone can do that. And it's really hard to do it, you know, if we're going to verse the controller versus a wheel, you know, a racing wheel.
500 Mark. Said, so where do I change the tunes at?
You pick the dyno stand. That's right next to where your engine is set up. I mean, when you first start, it's going to be frustrating because it's kind of a little overwhelming if you've never messed with the cars before, and the settings is a little overwhelming to look at all those settings. But like I said, there's so many people with guides on YouTube with setups.
$500 Mark. Said, I just press R1, R2 and L2 at the same time to drift and hit corners.
Okay, so
small.
Do you use
Said,
the clutch?
imagine being named McNuggets.
Like you see how I'm using the clutch right now?
My cock small. Said, couldn't be me.
You know what I'm saying? Like the clutch, that's one of the things that real drifters use all the time. I was drifting without this thing for so long. You have to go into the controller. You go into the
500
controller.
Mark. Said, mine is on automatic.
Yeah, you want that to be set to manual. And what I did is I put the clutch on square. And normally square is to fix to reposition your car, so you can basically go in up here again. Hold on, let me see which. I think I picked the L3 button.
Said, do you drive any bikes? Carl.
The only bikes I drive is like it's not even a real motorcycle. I'm talking about a real bike, a mountain bike. So depending on your question, whether it was a real bike or an everyday mountain bike, I basically use a little mountain bike. So you see, this is what the clutch does. When you hit the clutch, you keep the car in a particular setting, like it keeps it like that.
Said, yeah, I was aiming for motorbike, but mountain bike is cool.
And that's what the clutch is for. So it's not really braking, and it's not really like hand braking. And what it does in real life, it stops the gasoline from going into the car and basically starting up the ignition of the car. That's why you have this thing called
Sam Hoffman's said, can you show the code I tuned my car?
Okay, hold on. Here it goes. So that's like when you have that, that's what they call the clutch kick. So you're able to cut the gas, you know, the gasoline that's running from inside the car to actually reach in the car so it could ignite basically, and then you let it go and then your car speeds up too. So that's referred as a clutch kick. That's where the clutch comes in. I'm new to using the clutch because I'd never used it. Somebody asked me one time, oh, you don't use clutch? And I'm like, what the hell is that? I don't even know how to use brakes.
Said done.
So definitely try that out, man. That's gonna help you out a lot in setting up the clutch. That's why you see the white bar here. That's the white bar. This is the brake. This is the e-brake right here. and then you have the throttle. So if you have all four, so you should have a decent setup where you can use all four of them. Whether you want to use the handbrake or the actual brake, and then of course the clutch. And there's a mixture of all these things. But that's how I have my clutch set up to square. And I'm learning how to use it because I barely use brakes when I drift too. But like I said, depending on how you set your car, if you're drifting with someone constantly, so let's say you guys continuously drift with me every day. I use 90, so if everyone drops to 90, we can, that's when you can actually start tweaking your car, start doing tandems, because everybody's more or less gonna have the same setup. But like I said, it's kind of difficult to start off with 90. It's a lot of weight transitioning in the car. Like, so you're kind of like hitting throttle, letting it go, kind of hitting it again, and letting the weight of the car take the car itself. And that's why a lot of people don't like 90, because it tends to be a little harder, because you kind of really have to get used to the car. But the way you slide, man, like there's no effort into it. You're just constantly drifting smooth. Another way, like if you want to get really good at drifting, I teach this to people too. And this one's probably the easiest map to do it on too. If you want to practice your control on the road, to actually control your car the way you want it to, you want your car to respond the way you want it to, you don't want it to kind of drift random. You want to, have 100% control. See how I'm drifting between the two lines on one lane. This is called one lane drifting. So I'm not gonna come out like this. I'm gonna try. My goal is to stay between these two lines here. And this is a good thing to practice control, especially if you're on a lower adhesion, where it takes more to. If you're on 120, this is easy. This is a piece of cake on 120. The higher the adhesion, the easier this gets, but the lower, the harder it gets. So the goal is to basically stay on one side. That takes a little practice to do, but I mean, you'll get better with time. And this is probably the easiest map to do it on too. This is like, I would say Cami Road is probably the hardest one, because it's way more narrow and it has like a lot of really crazy tight turns. Those hairpins are crazy on Cami Road. And this will teach you how to brake too. Like, all these things you gotta learn. It takes time, man. But so, all right, try to do that. I'm gonna spectate Mark. Let's see if Mark can do that. Try to stay on one lane without going into the other. For him, it shouldn't be that difficult, because I think he told me he's on 100. It shouldn't be that hard for him. And try to, you gotta drift though, bro. You gotta keep your car angled, bro. It's difficult to do at first, but once you get used to it, you start learning to actually control your car, And that also works with tandeming, because tandeming, that's the big point of, tandeming. You have to follow somebody, you have to gauge their speed, and you have to be as close to their car as possible. So having a lot of control on your car is very important to tandeming. I would start, like, if you don't know how to tandem and you're basically practicing on one adhesion, like 90 or 100, always look for the rooms that say 90 to 100 and be the last one in the line. So you don't want to mess up the train, the tandem train. You kind of want to practice getting close to somebody little by little, and then switch the gears and follow somebody that's kind of like going at the same rate of speed that you're going to. And that's basically how I learned. It definitely matters, like how you drive, like, and how much control you have over the car. And also the point is too, if you're on controller, that's a big difference. Controller versus the wheel. Those are completely different things too. So if I was to get a wheel, I might have to like reset everything in my car. I don't know. I don't know the big difference between the wheel and the controller, except the fact that I'm going to be using my feet, I'm going to be shifting gears, and I'm going to be spinning a wheel.
Said no.
Yo, what's up, Figaro? This guy right here, Figaro, this guy's a beast at tandeming, and he follows basically anybody. So like, if you want to learn tandeming, this guy's the guy, man. He followed, like, I've seen this guy follow guys on 90, 100. Like, he's really good at that, and he has really good brake control. Like, he's a beast at it.
Fifth Arrow 110 said, I'm not that good.
You can't do that. I'm building you up because I had seen what you could do, and you're like, nah, man, I'm trash. I'm not that good, man. Stop lying. I've seen him do crazy tandems with people, either on 90 or 100. So
500 Mark said, I suck a tornado.
It just takes practice, bro. It takes practice. Like I said, I'm on every day at 2 p.m. We could kind of set up the cards the same way, and we could all practice every day if you want, you know? Depending on the time and everything. I'm always on at 2 p.m. Eastern, and we can get to practice, and I'll talk throughout the, like, how to tune cars and everything like that.
Said me too, bro. 500 Mark said, I play on 65 Phoebe. Sam Hoffman's
okay.
Said, can you check out the car? Waxy DE.
So yeah, field of view is 60. I think 65. I don't know what my field of view is. I play on 60, so it's pretty close to yours. That's a nice car. I like it's got the clean color on it, and it's got some nice stickers, placements on it, so it looks pretty cool. My cars tend to be a little, I guess, on the flashy side. I'm a real racer, I guess you can say. Like, I custom my cars with crazy colors. Now, I was showing, I think it was yesterday, one of my new subscribers, Fishy. I basically showed him how to make the design I have on this car. And he actually, like, just from seeing it, like, that guy's talented. Just off looking at something, he got it.
Said, I have mine set at 80 something for first person.
Okay. 80. I think what it does when you hire it, I think it creates more distance or closeness. Let me see. I'm gonna see how it looks. What camera do you use? Yeah, see, so yeah, the higher it is, the more distance you create. I use the first camera. That's the one I use. Cam 1.
Big Arrow 110 said, zooms out. Sam Hoffman's said that you see the plate.
I like my camera a little closer because I like to see the lines, like what lines I'm on. That's why I turn off the smoke, because if I was to keep the smoke on, anyone that I'm behind, they'll blind me. I won't be able to see them or see anything. That's why I tend to drive with the smoke off. And that's why I have mine set to like a little closer to 60. So I could actually see what the car is doing on the lines I'm stepping on. You know, driving right over. And that's the only reason I have it this close, though. Oh, I didn't get to see the plate. No, I didn't see the plate.
I'm gonna take it off. Smoke his buggy to let me do.
Ass. Oh, man. It, you know, the smoke looks pretty cool. It looks sick, and you can even change the color to it, and it makes it a little, you know, that more realistic. But it messes you up. Like in real life. In real life, if you're after somebody, the tire smoke, you'll get lost on it. I've seen that in competitions where a car's right next to the other, and the smoke you know, and you're inside the car, so you know you have this view. This view is already as hard as it is already, and then you have smoke in front of it. So you know, and then depending, like Figaro. All right, so you drive cockpit only, Figaro? Like this is how you drive the car all the time? That's kind of crazy. So I know now. Now I know why I'm getting the sense of why you're at like 80, because you need the distance to see the road and the car. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna set it up real quick. And I would have to mess around with the other one too.
Said no.
Oh, I thought you was drifting like this, man. This is tough to drift like this, because the thing that guides you is the lines of the road. So if the roads don't have the lines, you won't be able to tell when to, you know, turn back. So you kind of let the lines on the road.
110. Said cam needs to go out a bit.
Let me set it up. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try this out real quick. This is tough though. All right, let me slowly. Maybe it has to go out fully. Maybe. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so it looks way better so far. And I'm in the cockpit. What am I doing? I'm not even changing the cockpit view. And this looks too far though. Like you could see the character's feet and everything.
Fifth error 110. Said room name.
This is the code right here. 439-132. Yeah, see, if I was to get a wheel, this is more or less how I would like to drive. But this is too far out though. The view either inside. Let me see. Hold on. Maybe this is what. Yeah. Okay. That's what it affects it. Okay. But this is tough because, like I said, you have to basically let the road guide you. The lines on the road, and this will take a while too, because you have to get a nice familiar sense of how large your car is, because you can't really tell. You know, I can't look through the back mirror and see like, when I'm gonna make contact. But that's a cool way to drive though too. Like I would drive like this if I had the wheel instead of third person, because you know in real life you're driving like that. There's no third person camera angle or anything like that. But like I said, it's all tough to do, man. If you were to drive like that, learn how to drive like that. It's crazy. Are you on 100? I'm on 90, so your car's gonna be way faster than mine, bro.
Zen Hoffman said I need to go see you later.
All right, man. Thank you for being part of this stream, bro. I appreciate it a lot, man. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the wildness as long as I can. He was trying not to mess us up. And we're used to drifting on Red Rock too. This I used to drift on here a lot when I started playing.
My Hawk Small said 80 as everyone froze.
No, everyone's. Oh, I don't know. I don't see anybody moving. I have no idea what's going on. I think everybody just stopped moving. Either everybody froze in a room or everybody just stopped moving.
Big Arrow 110 said map swap will fix.
All right, let's see.
Big Arrow 110 said change asterisk.
Let's see if everybody's moving now. Yeah, he's moving. He's moving. Everybody's moving. Yeet is not moving yet. Or Waxy. I don't know what name you prefer. Let's see, is he moving yet? Oh no, he either got, I think he probably got off or he got disconnected, one of the two. Oh, Figaro, follow Mark. Follow Mark. He's on 102.
110 said, am I the only one that enjoys that main road?
Which main road are you talking about? The Red Rock? Yeah, so he's on, like, his whole car's on default settings. And he just started playing too. He's new to carx. But you see how good Figaro keeps up behind him? Like, he'll dude, Figaro will stay right on you, man. And you see, look at the different, like, basically he's using brake. From brake, he uses clutch. He mixes it all in. And he has a really good control of just basically keeping the same speed, just trying to stay with someone. So that's what I'm talking about there. When I say he's good, that's what I meant. Like, he's really good at chasing someone really close to them. Let's see Nuggets. Let's see if he can keep up with Nuggets. Nuggets is like, I want no part of this. And this is a good map to learn how
My
to drift
Pop
too.
Small said, damn, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. I don't know why he says he's not that good. He's good, man. He follows anybody. Like, and I said it's not easy to do. Like, he follows me with no problem, even though he's on 100. And it's just he's good at following people and applying brake and applying, you know, the clutch, everything at the right time. Like, you see, like, I'm all over the place right now. I could kind of follow, but it's not at Figaro's level though. Figaro's on another level. And right here, I'm not hitting the widest lines. Like, when you lead, you want to hit the hardest and the widest line. So you want to go. The goal is to try to keep the widest as long as you can, and try to, like, you know, plant the back wheels on that line. You don't want to go off-road either. So you see how I'm doing right here, and then I'm gonna switch to the other side of the road, and I'm gonna try to attempt the same thing on that same line. And you see a lot of good drifters do that. They're really good at that. And it's just having control, a lot of control of the car. So you'll get to the point where you'll be good to, like, the car's gonna do exactly 100% what you want it to do. I mean, even myself, I still gotta practice. I still got a lot, way more practice to get that good. That's what I'm saying. You practice different tricks. You practice your gearing, what you want to do. Like, let's say I practice this a lot. I practice going around this gasoline station and going either in between this one here and just constantly going around without clipping that. And even that's fun. Even doing little things like that for fun, it's pretty fun to do. And it's just, all that is practicing control of the car. Because, see, this would be the easiest one.
500 mark. Said, tell him follow me.
Okay, hold on. Figaro, I think he wants you to follow him. Hold on. Let me spectate you guys real quick. There you go. See, that's what you want to practice. Just going every time you turn that wide turn on the opposite side, you want to try to hit that back line so you can give him, you know, the room that he needs to follow you. And he's close. If I switch to him, he's always going to be close. Look at this. Okay, he bumped you there. He was going. But that's why you got to give him clean lines. So always try to have, like, wide lines when you're leading. That way it's easier to follow. The wider the line, the better it is to follow as you're leading, and that's for the whole train, like the whole tandem train. It makes it easy on the guys in the back too.
My cock small. Said all my Ackerman angle is 50 on my S15. My cock small. Said WTF push that.
It depends, like I said, it all depends on your wheel settings, on your tire pressure. All those things matter when you're messing with the car. So like if you have a good balance of both, it could be that your car's gonna be right there. But if you have like a weird kind of setup, your car can spin out at any moment. Like I said, I've done tunes where my car spins out with no Ackerman, no caster, none of that. It's just basically on the wheel settings alone. So learning all those settings and what they do, like every setting, what actually, every configuration, like anything you do with the car, messing around with it, tuning it to the point where you understand how the mechanics work in the game is really good, man. Because once you understand that, you'll be able to do whatever you want
with
with
the
car.
Don't spin out. My cock small. Said never.
So how's the tire pressure on your car?
500 mark. Said I can't drift Elenado. Big arrow 110. Said mine's on 24.
Yeah, Ackerman's on 24. That's crazy. Yeah, see that just goes to show you don't even need that much Ackerman.
Said yeah. 500 mark. Said Figaro. I started 2 days ago to Elenado.
Yeah, for 2 days, man, that's good, man. That's good for 2 days because, I mean, this is probably the easiest game that you're gonna find to drift. Because if you play other games, like I play a settle course, and that's really hard to drift in that game. Oh, he wants to change the time of day. I like how this car looks at night though. It looks pretty sick because it looks kind of neon, like it glows and stuff. See, look how it looks.
500 mark. Said OMG, he hit the 360 Elenado.
Yeah, 360. Once you practice at 360, it's not that bad. Depending on like how I said your Ackerman, your wheel setting, all that stuff. And you could just hit it. For me, I kind of brake, and then just and I practice it too. I've been practicing a couple of tricks with it too, like on Springstone, going between the sign. You do the 360 and then go right in between the sign. He has a good trick in the East Tollgate, where he does the 360 into the turn and then keeps drifting. Let me see, I'm trying to see if I can follow you. Even though, oh no. Even though you said you were on 100, for me I have to gear the car down. Let me see where you're at. Okay, okay, you guys respawned over there.
Fifth Arrow 110 said, I don't like nighttime.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult at night too. But you like what I said is that you follow the road lines. You see the lines of the road. Usually, how you would do it in real life, though. I don't like the night either, though. Cars do look kind of different and sick though at night, though. It gives the game a different vibe. That's what it does. That's what night does. Okay, he wants to go to LA Block. Oh man, yeah, man. Drifting at night is crazy. But are you saying you don't like night in general, like in real life, or just in the game? Like you sleep with the lights on?
Said Figaro. I need your S15 tune. Fifth Arrow 110 said blah blah. I'm switching to 120S. Fifth Arrow 110 said that I like when it's dark.
Oh. Okay.
Fifth Arrow 110 said my screen darkness is too dark for this game.
Oh, okay, okay, I get you. Oh man. I'm going way too fast for this. I'm trying to see where you guys are at.
Fifth Arrow 110 said got lots of tricks on this map.
Okay, let me see some. Let me see some. Okay, Figaro got a couple of tricks on this map. He's going in right now. Are you trying to do a reverse entry? Oh, damn. I don't even think I could do that jump though. Because this car doesn't jump. I have the springs. Everything is set up so like stiff on this car that. You know what's a cool trick too? If you could land that one, is right here in the parking lot. It's very hard to do though. If you jump in between these while you're going up the ramp, that's pretty sick to do. So if you're going up this way, and then you could just jump perfectly through. It's pretty easier to do on that side. Something like that. See, like that, like you almost did it. He almost did that. And the speed and the angle's got to be perfect for you to like pull that off. But that's cool to do. I can't do it with this car. This car barely jumps. Like that, if you set up your car properly, that could be a cool trick where you go park 2 or 3 cars, go up that ramp, and jump over them. Yeah, you see something like that. Imagine 3 or 4 cars parked side by side, and then you go up that little ramp, jump over them and in between. That'd be a sick trick. And a tough one to do though. That's like to hit that. That's the perfection right there. Let me park the car right here, closer to this edge right here. And then see if you could get this. Oh. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be hard to do, bro.
$500 Mark said it was nice to play with you. I mock it on GTA now though. I'll play TMR with you.
All right, man. Thank you for joining, man. Thank you for being a part of the stream, bro. I appreciate it. Let's see if I'm trying to spectate you too to see if you can do it. You almost, maybe I'm close to the wall though. That was a bit close to the wall. You're like hitting that one wall there. I think it's fine here because you're hitting that wall when you're coming up. It's pretty tough to do, man. That's gonna be hard to do. That's why I said it all matters in your settings. Like you could set up the car to it does it every single time depending on how you set up your car. Hey, close enough, close enough. You didn't hit my car at all. And that's the crazy trick, dude. Like if we would have put that in an event, that's gonna be hard for anybody to hit. See, this 90 on this is just too crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot you switched to 100. There's no way I can keep up with you. I forgot you switched to 120.
$500 mark. Said by Brew.
Bye, bro, man. I appreciate it so much, man. You was part of the stream, man. Take care. Hopefully, I'll see you next time, man.
$500 mark. Said I'll be here till them are broke.
All right, man. I don't know which way you were going with that one.
$500 mark.
Yeah, definitely,
Said
man.
I'll definitely run for that car and the map.
Once you get that, you're pretty much set. You could just buy every car after that.
$500 mark. Said how is the Hellcat in here? Is it good?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't think I've ever used that car, or at least know the car you're referring to on here. Because remember, I'm used to those bootleg names they put the. I'm used to the bootlegged names they put on the car.
$500 mark. Said it looks like the Hellcat SRG.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't find that one because this list is kind of old. Because even the Flash is not on here. All these other cars that they put on the last update, they're not even on this list. So I don't know when was the last time they updated that list.
$500 mark. Said it's on the last class. It cost like $400K, I think.
Let me see. Hold on. Oh, let me go check it out because nobody's in here right now. Let me check it out real quick.
500 mark. Said it's Gret. 500 mark. Said great. Big Arrow 110. Said I got mine out.
Oh, my bad. I switched I got off to see what car he was talking about. I don't see the name, the Hellcat. I don't see it. Maybe that's the name of
500 mark.
the car in
Said
real life.
black track.
The Blackjack? Is this what you're talking about? Black track. I don't see anything. Blackjack. They got two of them.
$500 mark. Said that one.
Oh, this one right here? Let me see if they have that.
500 mark. Said next to the 3 red cars. $500 mark. Said yeah.
What the hell? Wow, that's the real name of this car. Look, the name of this real car in real life is the Ford Mustang Unicorn. I don't know what the hell. It's a Ford Mustang, but the name Unicorn V1. That's weird. That's the weird
500 mark. Said cap.
That's a weird name for a car.
500 mark. Said that is a Hellcat SRT. $500 mark. Said look up the real Hellcat SRT. Mike Hawk small.
Okay, hold on.
Blocks Pro Drifter car.
Alright, I'm gonna look it up. You said the Hellcat what?
Big Arrow 110. Said Magnum Root.
Okay.
500 mark. Said Hellcat SRT. Mike Hawk small. Said search unicorn on the internet. Mike Hawk small. Said sick car.
Okay, so when I look it up, it comes out as a Dodge Charger. Okay, so yeah, that's what it is, a Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat.
$500 mark. Said yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. The names, I don't know why they put the unicorn. I'm looking at a list that basically translates the name of the cars. So that I already know that list is not accurate. The unicorn V1. My bad, bro. Let me make a room real quick. So I know not to trust that list anymore. The unicorn, oh my god, bro. Oh man, that's gonna stay there for a while.
Mike Hawk small. Said unicorn is a real car.
That's what it says on here. That's what that car is. The unicorn V1. That's what it says. Okay, let me look that up to see if it actually looks like that. Hold on.
Mike Hawk small. Said you don't know Ken Block.
Yeah, Ken Block, man. I know Ken Block, man. I've seen a couple of his videos. That dude is ridiculous, bro. That guy closes sections of cities just to drift on them. Yeah, I definitely know who that guy is. I mean, everybody should know who that guy is. That guy is just on another level, man, when it comes to drifting and locking up, sections of cities to do his videos in,
Mike
man.
Small. Said of his car. Mike Small. Said unicorn.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely it then. That's the car then. Yeah, this looks way more like. That's definitely the car. That's the. So that car is not the Charger, the SRT Hellcat. That's actually the Unicorn V1. It looks exactly like that, like a stock picture. Yeah, and they're showing Ken's
Mike
block car.
Small. Said he also got Huni a truck.
That's sick. That's just crazy. Let me show you guys the password too, because I changed the whole room. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And the design doesn't look that bad. Like I could probably try to mimic the design on the car. Like it doesn't look that crazy, like, like really hard to do.
Big Arrow 110. Said code.
851 679. So 851679. Yeah, definitely the cars on here, man. It's just crazy. He busted it out. It's looking real janky right now. I don't know if it's the connection or what. Where's he? I'm trying to. There he goes. Oh man, there's no way I can keep up with that. Yeah, this is probably a good spot for me to display like the designs that I guess there's so much color behind these. This would be a good place to like throw pictures for the thumbnail and everything like that. Just because there's different colors, depending on the colors on that you use on the car, you could definitely use that as a background. Where you guys at? Nuggets don't want to be seen. Nuggets like, oh hell no. The girl went to switch cars again.
My cock small. Said pressure.
I mean, when we're all starting out, man, once you start starting out, you're not gonna be the best at what you do when you're starting out, man. It's just, it takes a lot of time and practice. Like, I usually don't even go on this track, and the 90s on this, the way this car slips so much that I'm hitting walls, I'm hitting everything in this map. Like, it's so hard to, like, that's what I'm saying, 90s is really tough because it's just sliding so much. I'd have to keep it on a, like, kind of lower gear to get a better control of it. That and braking like crazy too. This is probably why Figaro won 120. He's like, oh no, we're LA Block, I'm switching to 120. Yeah, even my brakes, the way I got my brakes set up, they basically hardly work. Like, so I could brake. And look at that. Look how long it takes for me to actually stop the car. And that's because I have really light brakes on my car. I don't even know what the hell that was. Ooh, okay. Okay, look at that. I like the design on that one, bro. Nice. Nice design on that one, man. We should definitely do that to have a basically a design kind of like car meet where everybody shows their crazy designs in the channel too. That's pretty sick. I like how that came out. You try to do the reverse entry. Yeah, that one's kind of tough. You need to practice that one a lot, man. Especially the long reverse entries like that. There you go. There you go. Oh, there you go. Oh man, yeah, that one's tough, dude. You're going like over 160 about. Yeah, hanging on to that, bro. That's why I put the pressure on my car for 300 so I could be more slidey, but it's way harder to control though like that. I'm definitely setting up my car really, really weird. I'm trying to get somewhere on the map where I could.
Bit error 110 said this map is good for practice.
Yeah, because there's so many corners. Like there's so many, corners where you can come in reverse.
So-Fi Loki said hi.
Hey Loki, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? We're just chilling, drifting on LA block
Bit
today.
error 110 said reverse entries take a lot of practice.
Yeah, they're probably, one of the hardest tricks to pull off.
Said good.
Nice, man. Glad to hear you're doing good, man. Yeah, we're practicing right now. Big Girl's trying the reverse entries. This is my first time practicing here. I don't ever like drift on this map, but
So-Fi Loki said what is the password?
this is a password. Let me type it down into the my bad. Let me type it down to the chat.
John Rowe said 851,679.
Ooh, look at Nuggets car, bro. I like that. I like that. It's simple, but it looks clean. It looks dope. I like the color. Nice color, man. That's a nice, clean looking design right there. Yeah, Fishy and me were getting into the whole like the color schemes of fading in the colors. I ended up making one that looked a little kind of fruity. I mixed too many colors in it. I'll show you right now that you guys can see. Look, I'll show you. Like, we were laughing about that earlier. I was like, I think I mixed too many colors into this car. I'll show you. It was pretty funny though, because we're just messing around trying to get the right colors for the cars.
Mike Hawk Small said that Supra is sexy.
Was it this car? Yeah, check this out. So this is the design I had today. I made this one today, but this was the other design that I made. Look, I don't even know how many colors this thing has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 colors on it. So I mean, it looks cool, but it's too many damn colors on it. And then I try to do something with the stars, and then I went with that one too, because this one does look kind of fruity though. Oh man. All right, let me go back into that room. This is actually the car. I was gonna put the thumbnail, but I didn't have time, so I didn't do it. Oh, somebody brought in a Supra? Let me see. I didn't get to see it.
Figaro 100.
Oh, wait, no. You're talking about
said, well,
Figaro.
I'm gonna hop on some snow runner for a bit before I gotta go feed some animals.
All right, man. Thanks a lot for joining in today, man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, you're talking about Figaro Supra. I thought you was mentioning somebody else came in with a Supra. Yeah, that design looks sick. Yeah, I usually only stream around 2-3 hours depending on how the stream's going. But definitely he would porn on the side of the car. I didn't see that other side of the car. That's crazy. Oh, okay, I see what you did. So you try to put it on the other side, and that's why it came out backwards on one side, because you got to do both sides. You can't just, put it on the other side, because it tends to come out backwards. Probably that's what I'll do too. I have to make some food too. I have to get cooking and everything. So most likely tomorrow at the same time.
Said Nino totally on purpose.
Oh, you did that on purpose. Okay. So tomorrow, guys, I'll be back on at the same time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And you guys can join me, man. You guys are always welcome, man. And if you guys want work on a design for tomorrow, for the car, I'm going to try to work on another one. And we'll make it like a car meet, nice, cool looking, design car meet, and see who comes up with the craziest looking thing, man. That'll be nice to do. So definitely, that'll be nice.
Said, yeah, purpose a hog.
So I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. I appreciate you guys joining in, man, and tuning in and being a part of the stream, bro. And I'll be back tomorrow, man. Peace out, guys.